Something very interesting is happening in crypto, friends. Researchers have discovered that Bitcoin crashes or dumps every day at 10 a.m. Eastern Time in the US. Now, is this just a coincidence? Or, as some people are saying, is there actually a mechanism that keeps causing Bitcoin to drop again and again? Because something like this used to happen before. You might remember. When Bitcoin dropped a lot, it was considered dead. There is a term, a technique called the dead cat bounce. It would recover a little from where it fell, but now we see it dropping every day, every day, every day. So let's see, is there actually a mechanism causing this drop? Or are these just claims? Let's just take a look at these. You will really come across some interesting things in this video. Let's get to our video. Friends, once again I'm here with a video that is the result of deep research and that I want to present to you in a simple way. Welcome. I know the market is bad, but there's also a chance it could get better. But despite this, we work very hard to produce videos for you. Every interaction you give is even more valuable when the market is bad, because there are very few people interested in crypto right now. In fact, your interactions are also valuable for the market to rise. Now, friends, there is a claim like this. This is not a proven fact. It's just a claim. There is a company that collects money from its investors. Then, with this money, it buys up Bitcoin during price drops. After that, it opens a short position on Bitcoin. And after opening the short position, it quickly sells the Bitcoins it bought, dumping Bitcoin and making serious money from the short position. Then, once again, it collects Bitcoin from individual investors at lower levels and repeats this cycle. And it is claimed that they make very serious amounts of money. Now, forget about that company. Now, I'll give you a second example. There is a company, and this is a Wall Street company. Friends, there was a movie called The Wolves of Wall Street. Have you watched it? That's the Wolves Table. It's a place of ruthlessness, a place where the weak are torn to pieces. This is a Wall Street company, and it's one of the world's largest high-frequency trading firms, one of the very biggest. The year 2025 was tough for all of us. We suffered losses in crypto. Even though many financial companies also suffered losses, this company announced record profits. The name of this company, friends, is Jane Street, and while it was announcing these record profits, it made a total of $24 billion in 3 quarters. Just in 3. In the 3rd quarter alone, friends, it made $10 billion. That's such a huge amount of money. It's more than Goldman Sachs, more than the legendary JP Morgan. It's truly a brilliant profit. And this trading company, let's call it a high-frequency trading firm, not just a trading company. Previously, the founder of FTX, Sam Bankman-Fried, started his career at this company, as I explained in my previous video. So he learns trading here? You know, the one I'm talking about, Sam, who misused his clients' and investors' funds. And he was convicted for this. Now, there's also this guy. This guy has been losing money in crypto since 2022. We're on the 3rd case right now. I've talked about 2 companies, and now I'm talking about a guy. There's this guy. He's been constantly losing money in crypto since 2022. And especially by opening positions in futures, he keeps wiping out his money because crypto has really been going badly. And he still avoids spot trading and actually turns to futures. Actually, if he switched to spot, the market's upward movement would be easier for him. And in this market, friends, in this market where someone is constantly and deliberately causing drops, CZ is always being blamed. Look, this issue is about CZ. It's not about him. Because here's what I don't understand, friends. For centralized crypto exchanges to make money, the market needs to go up. Because that's when the volume comes in. When the market is falling, centralized exchanges can't make a profit. They can't earn. Profits drop a lot. So, in fact, centralized exchanges want the market to go up. But trading companies or trading firms don't care. They just take the profit from the trade and move on. So why is CZ constantly... We see that during market downturns, why is he being blamed? Because sometimes, friends, perception management is also carried out to hide the real crimes. So I'm not saying this right now. Yes, the company responsible for the market's decline has been found. I'm not saying that. The courts will decide on this. But what we see right now, friends, is this. It's been exactly 3 days since the lawsuit was filed against Genstick. There hasn't been a 10 o'clock a.m. crash. This is a good sign for crypto. I think many analysts are expecting this within 24 hours. The US will strike Iran, and because of this, we might see another crash in cryptos. But maybe if this event hadn't happened, we would have seen a bit more of an increase. Now, a lawsuit was initially filed against the Jane Street company in a New York court, and this is about the following, friends. You can see their photos on the screen right now. During the terror crash in 2022, $40 billion were wiped from the market. It is alleged that they caused this crash by draining UST pools and using insider information. But besides this, right now, many companies have started to file lawsuits. One of them, friends, is Trump Media. They accuse Jane Street of irregularities in stock sales. Of course, at first, we can't know if the allegations are true, but the courts will be held. But yes, there are some changes. Now there's an account called Bull Theory, Recently, they shared something about this for the first time. I'll explain this. In other words, they say something like this might be happening. When I explain it with an example, it will make more sense to us. By the way, my friends, now, if you want to easily buy gold, silver, or American stock market shares, you can also do this through Binance. If you sign up using the QR code you see on the screen right now, or through my referral link in the video description, you'll receive a $600 welcome bonus. You can join Binance and receive both the bonus and a commission discount. Also, friends, we have a private group. We have a Telegram group. You can see it on the screen right now. This is a group where we share very valuable information about crypto and finance. Those who sign up using our referral can also join this group. Details are in the video description. Now, friends, this theory says it claims the following. It says there are 10 manipulations every morning. The strategy is simple. Collect money from people. For example, buy spot Bitcoin at $68,000. Open a large short position using options and derivatives, that is, futures contracts. By using the algorithm, combining it with low liquidity and negative news, trigger panic selling and do it very quickly within minutes. Sell Bitcoin. It says, make both yourself and others sell. And Bitcoin dropped to $62,000. He made a lot of money from the short position. He only lost 5% on spot, but made a lot of money from the short. Then buy Bitcoin again at $62,000. Close the shorts. Create FOMO to push the price up. Create it. Massive shorts. Repeat the cycle over and over again. Of course, this is Bull Street's theory, but there is some information, friends. Jane Street is facing a lawsuit in India over manipulation, and $567 million of its assets have been seized. And right now, they are not allowed to trade. When the lawsuit was filed. But don't forget this. Law is important and valuable. It's a good thing for all of us. And the law says, according to the presumption of innocence, everyone is innocent until proven otherwise. So what is being directed at Jane Street right now are just allegations. Jane Street clearly denies these. They say no, they say it's all lies. But the court will decide that, because some wallets have also been shared. So nothing I explain in this video represents a judgment, friends. Everything is comments I found on X, on social media, and my personal opinions. Friends, what will the court results show? We will all see this together. Now, I'm closing the topic of Jane Street. Cryptocurrency is a decentralized field, and because it's decentralized, greedy companies can easily run wild. But in the cryptocurrency market, sometimes we are the police, the governor, and sometimes even the judge. In other words, the people. Because what do we say? It's people's money. And this money belongs to the people. If you want to harm Bitcoin, once again, you will find the people standing against you. Because in the past, there used to be town squares. That's where people would gather, address the crowd, and do what we now call influence. They would try to be influential. People would be influenced. But now social media has taken the place of town squares. Even a person in a remote village in the farthest corner of the world can share their serious research on X. And it goes viral worldwide, getting millions of views. That's why everyone should watch this step. Stop messing with Bitcoin. Let the money that belongs to the people stay with the people. Friends, I hope the video was clear and understandable. Hope to see you in the next video. Goodbye.